Fun fact, I had a lot of fun making this episode. Shalom, this is Zoe here again. So let's begin with a brief review. In the last episode, I discussed just a few events that contributed to the diverse and quite complicated history of the Jews using my Bible, and starting from the creation of man, and then ending with the distribution of the 12 tribes of Israel, known as the Diaspora or the Great Dispersion. At least this episode, I'm not going to be going into as much depth as the last one. I'm not going to be jumping around our timeline or anything, just a few dates kind of scattered in here and there. When the diaspora was taking place, the original Jewish people were scattered all over the world, and whichever area they settled in came change in culture, like diet, dress, language, and even beliefs. For now, I'm just going to be focusing on the different regions of Jews rather than the religious, and by religious I mean Orthodox, Messianic, Hasidic, etc. So I know how folks feel about Wikipedia, but I think that they explain these ethnic divisions very nicely. Wikipedia says, although considered a self-identifying ethnicity, there are distinct subdivisions among Jews, most of which are primarily the result of geographic branching from an originating Israelite population mixing with local communities, and subsequent independent evolutions. So let's jump into it by starting with one word, Eidot. In Hebrew, this term Eidot can be used to describe communities. And the four communities, or Eidots, that I will be talking about today are the Ashkenazim, the Sephardim, Mizrahim, and the Ethiopian Jewish divisions. Number one, the Ashkenazi Jews, or the Eastern European Jews. This is the most common ethnic division among North Americans, as most of them migrated to America, like yours truly, and we have become synonymous with the matzo ball, and Fiddler on the Roof, a cinematic masterpiece, I might add. The Ashkenazi originated in medieval Germany or Central and Eastern Europe in the 8th and 9th centuries. Fun fact, Spider-Man, Batman, the X-Men, Superman, a lot of these pop culture superhero characters that we've come to know and love were all created by Ashkenazi Jews, and many Hollywood directors are Ashkenazi. Number two, the Sephardic Jews, or the Spanish Jews. Sephardim, or Sephardic Jews, are descendants from the Iberian Jews who were expelled from Spain and Portugal in the late 15th century as a result of the rise of Catholicism during this time. Sephardism is not just exclusive to Spain, but their ancestors have taken to Germany, Greece, Mexico, and Brazil. Fun fact, alongside the Ashkenazis, some of the first Jews in America were Sephardic. Number three, Mizrahi Jews, or Eastern or Oriental Jews. Mizrahi, meaning Eastern or Oriental in Hebrew, can often get confused with the Sephardic Jews despite their Middle Eastern ancestry. As a result of the Romans exiling Jews from Judea in the 2nd century AD, these Jews were dispersed into the regions of Southwest Africa and Asia. Their culture, despite being exiled from the Middle East to begin with, is highly representative to Middle Eastern culture and cuisine, dress, and language today. Fun fact, of 7 million Israelis, 35 to 40% of them are Mizrahim. And number four, the Ethiopian Jews. I think this one is the most fascinating to me just due to the mystery that's behind them. It is speculated that a Jewish community had been established in Ethiopia sometime after the destruction of the First Temple, around 587 BC. The origin of the Ethiopian Jews is unclear, though most believe that they are the descendants of King Solomon and Queen Sheba. Fun fact, many have theories that this community is in fact the lost tribe of Dan. So remember, in the previous episode we discussed the 12 tribes. So despite all these fascinating differences within the Eidots of Jewish divisions, we all in fact hold one thing in common. Doesn't matter what Eidot you came from, we all originated from the same place. Our blood runs the same. I mean, think of it, we share the same origins with almost every Jewish character in the Bible. That's amazing. And if you aren't Jewish and you have decided to put your faith in Jesus Christ, so we, though many, are one body in Christ. For there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither slave nor free, there is no male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again in our next episode. Okay. Yep. Okay. We are recording, I guess. All right. Okay. Still doesn't look right. All right. Fun fact, I had a lot of fun making this episode. Why do I say it like that? Okay. Here we go. Around 587 BC. Oh no, we are not doing this again. Shalom. Or thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again in our next episode. See you again.